This year's Bill Hart Legends Award recipients are both remarkable stories. First, Dr. W.R. Dub Sibley, who was born in Abilene in 1921, the son of Ruck Sibley, the chief of police in Abilene at the time. Most Abilenians remember Dr. Sibley as a physician who spent more than 50 years in family practice in his hometown. He was the team doctor for the Abilene High Eagles, considered the team of the century during the 1950s as they posted the nation's longest winning streak and captured 3 straight state championships. But what most people don't know is the remarkable career that Sibley had before returning to Abilene in 1952 to open his medical practice. He graduated from Abilene High in 1939 and then went on to Texas A&M, where he played football for the Aggies in 1940, 41, and 42. Although just 5'10", 185 pounds, he played linebacker on defense and center on offense. In 1941, Sibley was selected All-Southwest Conference at center and set an NCAA record of 10 pass interceptions in one season by a linebacker, a record that still stands today. He was selected to Grantland Rice's All-American team. After graduation from A&M, he joined the Marines and became a Field Artillery Battalion commander. He participated in the Battle of Iwo Jima during World War II before spending the rest of the war on Guam. After World War II, he was offered contracts to play pro football with the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears, but instead he chose to go to medical school. He graduated in 1950 with honors from Baylor University College of Medicine in Houston and did a general rotating internship at Brooke Army Hospital in San Antonio, graduating number 1 in his class before opening a solo practice in Abilene in 1952. Besides serving as the Abilene Eagles team doctor, he was president of the Taylor Jones County Medical Society in the mid-1960s, and he helped start the West Texas Rehabilitation Center. He was a charter member of the Rehab Center's board of directors. Dr. Sibley died in 2011 at the age of 90. He and his wife Sonoma had 3 children. The other Legend Award recipient is Margaret Ellison. Born in Eastland but raised in Los Angeles, Ellison was working as a secretary for an oil company in Abilene in 1961 when she started the Texas Track Club that included her 2 daughters. Long before Title IX, Ellison and her Texas Track Club were the forerunners for girls track and field. Ellison recruited runners from all over Texas, although many of them were from the big country. She took her team all over the country. She had 12 girls qualify for the Olympic trials and placed 2 girls on the U.S. Olympic team. Ellison received the Knute Rockne Award for Women's Coach of the Year in 1965. She managed the first women's team for the European American meets in 1975, 76, and 79 in Fort Worth. She coached the first women's track team to participate in the Texas Relays, the Los Angeles Indoor, the Drake Relays, the Kansas Relays, and numerous other meets. She was the first women's referee of the Texas Relays in 1976 and the first women's referee of the Drake Relays in 1980. Ellison was inducted into the Track and Field Hall of Fame in 1984. But for all that Ellison did to promote track, her girls were known not only for their athletic achievements, but also for their dazzling uniforms, elaborate makeup, and majestic hairdos. Ellison, who designed her team's uniforms, became known as Flamin' Mamie for her strawberry blonde hair and flamboyant personality. And she took her team to the beauty shop before each track meet to get their bouffant hairdos done. They were often called the Bouffant Belles instead of the Texas Track Club. On April 20th, 1964, the Bouffant Belles reached the pinnacle of national publicity. They were featured in a story in Sports Illustrated, and team members Janice Reinhardt Brown, Paula Walter, and Jeannie Ellison Biggs were pictured on the cover of Sports Illustrated in their bouffant hairdos. Here's what Sports Illustrated wrote in 1964. In one sense, the Texas Track Club has done more to promote women's track in the U.S. than if its members had won the National AAU Championship. After the age of 10, American girls generally lose interest in running. It is unbecoming and too far out. And American boys generally lose interest in the few girls who take up the sport. The popular belief that they look like Olive Oil or Tugboat Annie. The Texas Track Club, however, has shown that you can be beautiful and still run the 110.9. Because of this delightful anomaly, its members have been a hit and spread the gospel at such top-flight meets as the Los Angeles, Albuquerque, and Dallas Invitationals. Margaret Ellison, who died of cancer at age 76, and Dr. Dub Sibley, legends who called Abilene and the Big Country home and are recognized as this year's Bill Hart Legends Award recipients.